field been like for you with Western and Wood so far?
I mean, they're pretty special players, so it's easy to play with them. It's fun to play with them, and it's obviously a fun opportunity to get to do it for a couple games, and they make the game a lot easier on whoever they're playing with.
You're a pretty versatile guy. You kind of seem to fit it on any line, any position. Is there anything different you do with those guys?
I mean, yeah, you try not to change your game too much, but I think that there's a little bit of a natural tendency to just get them the puck a little bit more. You see them, I mean, the plays that they're making. That's kind of what the third guy in the line is trying to do, and what Bunce has done a really good job of this year is just get them the puck in good spaces and let them make plays.
There was a penalty kill the other day when you blocked a shot off the foot.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, this time of year, everyone's like,
Yeah.
like, what's your philosophy going into these games? But now that you know you've locked it up, for example, tomorrow, like in terms of balancing, you want to be healthy for game one,
Yeah.
but also you're still playing a game.
Yeah. I'm not changing the way I play at all. I mean, it doesn't matter what time of the season it is. When you're playing, you play the same way, and that's my attitude, and I think that's everyone's attitude. And injuries are just part of the game, and they're kind of a crazy fluke thing that they can come at any time. And I think that the more you start thinking about it or starting to change how you play or your mentality a little bit can get you in trouble. And it would obviously be really unlucky, really unfortunate to get injured at this time of year, but you could also get injured first game of the or first game of the playoffs, second game of the playoffs, so it doesn't really matter that much.
Your versatility, I mean, because you can bounce around positions, lines.
Yeah.
So what kind of mindset do you have when you go into a playoffs where, coaches seem to react to what happened the previous game, which means different tactics, different lines, things like that?
I think the versatility can really only benefit you, right? So that's going in my favor, but I want to just play in playoffs, right? I want to be able to contribute. You want to be out there in as many situations as you can, get as much ice time as you can, and be able to contribute to the team. And that being said, it's all about the team in playoffs, and so whatever is going well, everyone's on board with it, and the coach is going to make his decision every day, and that's just what we as a group have to understand and roll with. But I don't think too much day in, day out about where I'm going to be playing, what line I'm going to be playing on, just about going out there competing and doing the best to help my team.
How advantageous is it that you have the couple of off days, then a home game, couple of off days, and then opening at home? You guys can get into a bit of a rhythm.
Yeah, it's nice, to be honest. That's I'm not going to lie. Coming back from the road trip, that was a tough one. Just the travel there was probably as bad as we've had all year, and those were tough games. Coming back now, it's just I think everyone's kind of dealing with something or a little sick, feeling a little under the weather, tired, that type of thing. And so to be able to play a couple games at home, get some rest, then have 2 days off before the playoffs is really nice, and then to be able to start at home. Obviously, home ice advantage is big, and playing in front of our fans is going to be a lot of fun. So this little stretch here, we're still trying to ramp up and get our game feeling good going into playoffs, but it's nice to not be traveling.
Is there something you can point to why you were so comfortable in the playoffs last year? The experience?
I mean, I feel comfortable in the playoffs. I think that's maybe something that I don't know, it's different for different guys. Maybe if you get in there, you haven't played in there before, you get in a different environment, it can be a little bit nerve-wracking at times. Maybe not for a lot of guys. I felt comfortable, and I played a lot last year in the playoffs, right? So if you're into the game, you're playing more, you feel like you can make a bit of a difference, and maybe that's why I got my game going a little bit more and felt more comfortable. But whatever role I'm playing, if I'm playing more minutes, less minutes, you just got to bring that same attitude. And there's lots of guys on our team that are in the same boat that can play different roles in the lineup. And some nights some guys are going to be going, other nights there's going to be other guys going. And it's just up to the group to kind of embrace different roles and understand that it's about the team and we need to get it done here.
Do you think that what happened last year kind of carried over into this year to allow you to have even the path?
You know what? I honestly don't. I think that I got off to a pretty bad start this year. The first 10 games, I didn't feel great about my game. I was just in a bad spot, I felt like. And so it's not like I was coming into camp feeling great about things and all that. I think that in the back of my mind, maybe it helped my mindset just knowing that, like, yeah, I'm coming to a new team, I can help type thing, but it's not like I carried the momentum and rolled it over. I felt like as this season started to go along, I built it a little bit more, and I'm still trying to build, and obviously you're trying to peak for the playoffs right now, but I don't think that I carried any momentum over or anything like that.
What did it mean to you to be included in the extended leadership group this year? I think Sylvan at one point said that was a player decision. They wanted you part of it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know whose decision it was. I guess I guess it means a lot from the players, for those guys who are in it to want me in that type of thing. And so, yeah, that means a lot. It doesn't really change what I do on a day-to-day basis. It's just kind of the evolution of things. I've been here for a little bit longer and that type of thing. But yeah, that was nice. And there's lots of guys in this room that have played a lot more games than me, that are a lot more established and have bring more leadership qualities, I would say. But it's an evolution for me, and it's good. It's nice to be included in that.